He said we were buying our dream home. Turns out the house wasn't the dream, she was. So I let them close the deal, and then I made sure it became their worst nightmare. Melanie and Chris had been married for 7 years. No kids yet, just 2 dogs and a dream. Their plan, buy their forever home, build a life, stay out of debt. Chris had handled most of the house hunting. He even insisted on picking the realtor himself. She's aggressive with offers and doesn't waste time, he said. You'll like her. She gets things done, Melanie remembered thinking. She also wears stilettos to open houses. But she kept her mouth shut. Trust is everything in a marriage, right? They toured 10 houses in 3 weeks. Chris suddenly cared more about granite counters than ever before. He always wanted to swing by the property alone. And after every visit, he came home late, smelling like expensive cologne and nerves. Melanie let it go until the night she found the lipstick-stained coffee cup in his car. It had Rebecca's real estate group printed across the side. Red lipstick, red flags. It's probably hers, Chris said, avoiding eye contact. We had a meeting in the car. You said so yourself. At 10:30 p.m.? She works hard, Melanie smiled. You're right, she does work hard. I should send her a thank you gift. Melanie ordered a discreet nanny cam the next morning. She planted it in the den of their rental home, disguised as a smart speaker. She told Chris she had a late shift all week and let him know she'd be sleeping at her sister's. She waited 2 days. And then watched the footage. Click. Rebecca walks in. No paperwork, no folders, just heels and perfume. We shouldn't keep meeting like this, she giggled. We won't have to once the house closes, Chris replied. She still thinks we're trying to build a future. Does your wife suspect anything? She's clueless. Melanie paused the video. No rage, no tears. I saw your Zillow reviews and I'm impressed. Could we meet? Just clarity. Good, she whispered. Let's build your future then. Melanie called Rebecca the next day from a burner number. Hi, I'm looking to buy a property in your area. Rebecca was flattered, of course. Melanie used a fake name, claimed to be a new investor. Asked if Rebecca knew of any cheap but clean flips. Rebecca smiled and said, Oh, I know just the one. A little rough around the edges but livable. No disclosures required. Perfect, Melanie said. Let's make that your next sale. She thought she was helping him cheat on his wife. She had no idea. She was helping his wife cheat the system. They thought they closed on a dream home, but the foundation was rotting. The taxes were overdue, and the worst part? It was all in their name. Rebecca excitedly pitched the house to Chris. It's a fixer-upper, way under market value. A steal, really, Chris grinned. He loved the idea of flipping it together. Melanie had found the property through public records, an abandoned foreclosure with 2 code violations, mold damage in the basement, $18,000 in unpaid property taxes, and a pending lien from the city she purchased it under a shell LLC, disguised its history, and had a fake investment rep and actor friend pose as the seller. Chris and Rebecca, caught in the euphoria of secret love, rushed to closing. They didn't hire a real inspector. They signed everything. The first night in the house was a disaster. The fix system didn't work. The toilet backed up into the hallway. And the quaint fixer-upper started leaking from the ceiling. Chris blamed the seller. Rebecca blamed the paperwork. But the truth, they had no one to sue. Melanie's LLC dissolved the day after closing. You always wanted to build something together, Melanie said quietly to herself, sipping coffee. Here's your chance. Their bank called about a surprise tax lien. Then the city inspector showed up with a demolition warning. And their homeowner's insurance denied everything. The policy hadn't been finalized. Chris panicked. We need to pull out. We can't. We already signed. The title's clear. It's ours. Rebecca tried to list the house for sale. No buyers. The mold report went public. So did the open violations. They were trapped. Worse, they were draining their savings trying to patch it up. Melanie watched from a distance. Through burners' social accounts, she followed their every update. A desperate GoFund titled, "Young Couple's Renovation Nightmare, Chris Quitting His Job to Focus on Construction, Rebecca's Real Estate License Getting Flagged After Someone Emailed Her Broker Screenshots of Her Hidden Camera Affair." That someone, of course, was Melanie. They broke their vows in a bedroom. So I broke their future with a closing contract. They thought they scammed me out of a marriage. So I gave them a house they couldn't sell and a secret they couldn't hide. Now everyone knows the story behind those walls. Melanie sat in front of her camera. No filter, no drama, just facts. Hi, I'm Melanie. My husband cheated on me with our realtor, so instead of confronting them, I let them buy a mold-infested foreclosure and made sure they couldn't escape it. She explained everything. The lipstick mug, the hidden camera, the fake LLC she used to sell them the house, the public records, the liens, the inspection lies, no names mentioned, just initials, blurred photos, and receipts. She ended with one sentence: "Some houses aren't haunted. They're just filled with karma." She hit upload. Within 48 hours, the video hit 3 million views. Comments exploded. "This is what we mean by playing the long game. Melanie is the petty queen we didn't know we needed. Forget haunted. This house is cursed by design." TikTok drama accounts reposted it. YouTube commentators called it the greatest real estate revenge of all time. Even realtors began reacting. This is why we check every record. Melanie, you're a legend. The couple, not so anonymous anymore. Rebecca's name surfaced through comments. An old photo of her and Chris smiling in front of the very house got reverse searched and leaked. Melanie didn't do it. The internet did. Her agency quietly updated their staff page. Rebecca removed her reviews, tanked, clients pulled out. Someone even updated her Zillow profile to say specializes in cheating, lies, and moldy foundations. Chris called Melanie. She let it go to voicemail. "You're ruining my life," he said. "This isn't funny anymore." She saved the message. Then posted a follow-up. "To the man who ruined his own marriage, it was never about being funny. It was about letting the truth breathe." She ended with a smirk. "By the way, the foundation issues, they're your problem now. He cheated in secret. I exposed it in style. And now the whole world knows what kind of house betrayal really builds. He lost me the moment he chose a lie over love." She lost everything chasing someone else's husband. "And me, I didn't just get revenge. I got peace they can't afford." Melanie's second video surpassed 5 million views. Even media outlets picked it up with headlines like, "Woman outsmarts cheating husband with epic real estate trap." TikTok's wildest divorce revenge story isn't fiction. But Melanie didn't gloat. She didn't post again. She turned off comments and stepped offline. "The internet can finish what I started," she whispered. "I have better things to build now." One morning, a handwritten letter arrived. No return address. Inside, a short, shaky note from Rebecca. "I didn't know how much damage I was doing. You didn't just outsmart me. You showed me who I've become. I'm sorry." Melanie folded it neatly. She didn't forgive. But she didn't burn it either. Some truths are better kept as records, not weapons. Melanie moved cities, new job, new apartment. No more shared furniture, no leftover memories. She started a blog. No more foundation cracks. It wasn't about revenge. It was about healing after betrayal, how to protect your finances during emotional collapse, and how to rebuild a life without dragging someone else through the mud. She donated a portion of ad revenue to shelters for women leaving toxic marriages. "Revenge helped me survive," she wrote, "but peace helped me rise." Chris, last Melanie heard, he sold the house at a loss, took a corporate desk job, and deleted all his social media. Rebecca moved back in with her parents. Rumor says she's in real estate classes again, but this time under a different name. Melanie didn't stalk. She didn't need to. Because she wasn't living in the past anymore. They tried to leave me with nothing. But I took back my worth, my voice, and my future. And that peace, it wasn't just revenge. It was priceless.